A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities.
Set to kick off.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yeah, look at this defense for the Vikings.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Going deep for Diggs.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive early in team, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. There's the former Vikings, Stephon Diggs.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3 and out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Stroud to throw it.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Stroud looking to throw. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Mixon with a first down carry. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Here's Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. Touchdown, Texans.
Dameon Pierce.
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jordan Addison,
55 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a good push up front. He's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 75 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Here's McCarthy. This is caught by Addison.
And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That pass was into the end zone, but it was tipped up in the air, and that leads to a few anxious moments. Who's going to come up with it? Defenders want that ball knocked to the ground at the worst, hopefully intercepted. In this case, you've given the chance for the offense to come by and pick it up, but instead, it ends up on the ground.
On play action, now McCarthy.
On the move to his left.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
3rd and goal, McCarthy.
Eluding the pressure right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Hunter Renfrow, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Stroud will look to throw once more. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a first down. Now Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Justin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here goes Stroud again. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they have that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Inside handoff to Mixon. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
That's out to the flat for Akers. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
And Stroud now to throw. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. Touchdown! Joe Mixon from 8 yards out. And the Texans are back within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. McCarthy off the play fake. Flushed out right. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. From the shotgun, McCarthy. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 22. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jones is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Stroud. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Now the Texans have burned the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They need 18 yards here on third down. Stroud out of the gun here. That is caught. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Stroud. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. This one swung out here to Jones.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, You got to make sure of what you're doing.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Final play of the half, Stroud.
Being chased out left. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. To the air with McCarthy.
Keeps himself upright. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
He gets it to Addison.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Here's Stroud. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Stroud looking to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go at the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. A handoff, running left, Mixon. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stroud to throw it. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing is McCarthy. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. That's down the field for Jefferson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 65 yards. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Stroud.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Stroud.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On play action, now McCarthy.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
On play action, McCarthy.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, You and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Looking to throw McCarthy. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Over the middle, it's complete. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, here's Jones.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. Now inside the 25.
And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Minnesota, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to get mouth. How can I walk in? On the floor, big carbon here like Mayweather. Tula come through and blow up. Got millions out there rap. They hate her, but they stole the flow. Got back in after back in coming. I stole the show. Don't run up on that. She a head case. All she do is shoot. I signed my deal up on the PJ and hopped out a parachute. I'm geeked on next week. Back no more features. I might just stir at you. I'm geeked on next week. Back no more features. I might embarrass you. Yeah, glow. Stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, glow. Slapping, rapping, making bail. Two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, glow. No competition, these stale. Yeah, glow. Curbing, no curbing, my layers. Yeah, glow. Say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, glow. Keep running circles around these snails. Yeah, glow. And my bumping up in the jail. On the big glow, where you been at? Mine, everywhere I'm working hard. Maybach and G-Wagon truck, got M&M's in my garage. Quick to crank up on you. Better not get me started. Locked in with the gangsters and players. My folks gon' keep it solid. Everything I got on new, it look like I got renovated. I'm cocky when I was just humble, they didn't appreciate it. Young, wealthy, and ratchet, I'm the hood motivation. On top of the world now, they tried to underestimate me. Get 'em, glow. Them fraudulent, you know you the truth. Get 'em, glow. Stop overthinking, these can't with you. Get 'em, glow. Standing on business in these Chanel shoes. Before I let her play with me, I'll go eat some jail food on game.